the donkey of the day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You trying to be a fake-ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to God.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving Duffy of the day to now?
You know, Sexy Red, let me drink some water.
You be drinking the hell out of that water.
I do. Donkey today for Thursday, May 22nd goes to Elias Rodriguez. Elias is in his early 30s, and he is the alleged killer of 2 staff members of Israel's embassy in Washington, D.C. Let's go to NBC News for the report, please.
Overnight, a deadly shooting in Washington, D.C.
Tonight, a heinous crime was committed.
A gunman opening fire at the Capitol Jewish Museum, killing 2 staff members of the Israeli embassy. New video showing the suspect being detained, shouting pro-Palestinian messages.
Free Palestine!
Police say the shooting happened shortly after 9 p.m. at a museum event hosted by the American Jewish Committee.
The suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire.
The suspect, identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago, then entered the museum and was detained by event security, according to authorities. Israel identifying the victims as Yaron Leshinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram, a young couple who are about to become engaged.
The young man purchased a ring this week with the intention of proposing to his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem.
Now, this isn't political for me. This is about humanity. Okay, I know the Israeli versus Palestinian conflict is one of the most intense debates in the world today and has been for thousands of years. I am fully aware that Elias shouted free Palestine, while in police custody and implied that he committed the shooting. This is definitely driven by what is currently happening in Palestine. Since October 7th, 53,655 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza, according to the Gaza Health Ministry. And those numbers may be underreported because thousands of bodies are believed to be buried under rubble. I understand all of that, but what I want us to understand is this is why you can't ignore what's going on in the rest of the world. What's going on in the rest of the world impacts us here, whether we are aware of what's going on or not. Okay, I was in my office this morning, and I looked at this couple, Sarah Milgram and Yaron Leshinsky, I think it is. I was watching them this morning, and I read that they were on a night out and they were about to get engaged, and it just simply hurt my feelings. Okay, I don't care what their race is, their ethnicity. All I saw was 2 humans who became casualties of a system that is failing us all. Just like all those kids and innocent people being killed in Gaza are casualties of a failed system. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be an end to it anytime soon. Okay, people are just going to be out here getting it back in blood, eye for an eye. And I personally don't want to live in a world like that. Even though we already do. Okay, we are already in that world because any of us can be casualties of a system. Another country could send a nuclear weapon over here right now and kill us all because they don't like our government, because they don't like our system. When most people in America don't even like our government, don't like our system. But we become casualties of it because we are part of the processes and the structures and policies of this country, whether we want to be or not. And that's what I mean. When I see this couple, okay, that Elias Rodriguez gunned down, he don't know what they was on. Okay, for all he knows, they might have worked at Israel's embassy and absolutely disagreed with how Israel is handling Gaza. We don't know. But that's why Martin Luther King Jr. said an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The same empathy I have for the innocent people and children being killed in Gaza is the empathy I have for this couple, Sarah and Yaron. Okay, same empathy I have for the people who got killed at the concert on October 7th. That could be any of us at any given time. They was just a couple on a night out and got gunned down. I don't know about y'all, but because of all of these mass shootings that happen in this country, the way my anxiety is set up, when I'm out, I think about stuff like this. Okay? If you don't, God bless you. All right? But situations like this are my worst nightmare. You just out with your lady and somebody shoots and kills you? I'm not with that. I don't respect it. I don't condone it. I don't like seeing innocent people being killed. Meanwhile, the puppet masters pulling the strings are highly protected. Okay, them and their families don't have to worry about this stuff nearly as much as we do. Okay, don't get me wrong. I know that people in charge of these systems can get it too, but we the people have way less protection than they do. I tell y'all all the time on this devil damn radio, every day of our lives, we are trying to avoid crazy. Okay, do you understand how civilized we are as a society? I know it don't seem like that, but think about it. Hundreds of millions of people interact every day, and for the most part, we mind our business. Okay, because all it takes is one guy like Elias Rodriguez to ruin all our days. Okay, we need to really pat ourselves on the back sometime and thank God that more of us aren't snapping. Elias, I understand why he snapped, but I disagree with innocent people getting killed because of his snapping. What Elias did isn't activism, it's terrorism. And any of us could be the victim of that terrorism. And if the reports are correct, this couple, Sarah and Yaren, was attending an event to discuss humanitarian responses in the Middle East and North Africa.
Damn.
So they was trying to build bridges, not burn them. Okay? We can't be like this as a society. We can't ignore what happened to this couple in D.C. We can't ignore what's happening to innocent people in Gaza. If you don't have empathy for it all, I don't want to talk to you. Okay? Because violence begets violence. Hatred breeds more hatred. And if we allow our grief and anger to justify targeting innocent people, whether in the name of Palestine or Israel, then we lose our humanity. Okay, this shooting in D.C. should be a reminder that the conflicts overseas have real consequences here at home, and this is why we all should be demanding an end to violence on both sides. Okay, shared humanity has to prevail over division. Compassion gotta outweigh rage. Commitment to peace has to be louder than the voice of hate. Please give Elias Rodriguez the biggest hee-haw. Just my thoughts, just the way I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
doomed as people.
Yeah.
Well, let's not say
sad.
that. Let's have some faith in a higher power. Okay, all of this has to be happening for a reason. Okay,
Just sad.
and in some way we have to trust the process, as disgusting as the process is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's hope for better days. We have Jess Fix My Mess coming up next, right, Jess?
Yes.
Cause you don't do that
This is not work.
because it don't work.
Is
on
that a
me.
penis pin?
I bought those.
Yes.
Oh my
First of
God,
all-
just lifted
Oh
my
my
skirt.
God,
Oh,
it
wait,
is.
sorry,
First
am
of
I
all-
allowed to say that?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
But I bought that penis laser. Okay, I got several. You
I
want
know
one?
you did, girl.
But you're not. Nobody.
Now
in
it's all over your
other
face.
genders can't use it on
Slap
each other.
'em.
That's
Just
not right.
slap 'em
This
with
is
the-
harassment.
slap 'em with the
Men
penis.
can
No, it's
only
not.
do it to other men.
Why?
Because
He can
Well,
only.
that's a skinny one. I don't like it.
Well, Charlotte's
And
a
then the
thick
curved one
They
is
said the thick ones take the.
Oh my God, it's right on the side of your face.
just fix my.
Yeah.
Just fix my mess.
Yes,
mess
call
up
up
next.
if you have like
1-800-585-1051 if you
Call
want
up.
this woman who's currently playing with a penis laser to fix your mess.
Your mouth is moving so
Yes.
much with that penis.
You know what? That's going to be said at the Diddy trial today. I don't know in what context, but I guarantee you it's going to be said at the Diddy trial. And you've been going there too much. It's consuming you. That's why you're talking like that.
Oh my
It's the Breakfast Club.
God.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.